What's going on, YouTube? We're back with another video today, and this one is going to be an edge retention test. I had some requests on the 500 subscriber giveaway video to do some more budget steel edge retention testing, so I'm going to get back to that for a couple of videos here. I've had a couple budget knives laying around that I've been meaning to test, but they've been overshadowed by some of the higher end steels that I've had in that I've been wanting to give a shot. So I do have in front of me today a case trapper, and we will test that and see how that does. We'll get back to that right after this quick commercial break. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Before we get into the video, I'd like to take a chance to show you the brand new Sharp Talk merch shop. We have short sleeve and long sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirts, coffee mugs, hats, and more featuring my logo, the Sharp Talk logo, and some of the sayings coined by us on the Sharp Talk podcast. Go check it out through the link in the description. Thank you so much for your support. Now let's get back into the video. Okay, so what we got here in front of us today is a case trapper in their stainless steel, or as they call it, their Tru-Sharp, which is really just 420 HC. Same stuff that Buck uses in a lot of their knives, and all of the case stainless or Tru-Sharp stuff is 420 HC. We did all the testing on the main blade here, the clip point. So let's talk a little bit about 420 HC. It's a pretty darn basic steel made by Latrobe. 0.46% carbon, 13% chromium, 0.3% vanadium, 0.4% manganese, and 0.4% silicon, as you guys can see on the graph there on the screen. Like I said, really basic, and you guys may have heard that 0.3% vanadium in there. I'm not so sure that's really there for edge retention. I know a lot of us relate vanadium with edge retention. I think that's really just there for grain refinement. Someone can correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm willing to bet that's what that's for. We did do the normal sharpening on this one, and I gotta say it sharpened extremely easily, almost a little bit too easily. You guys can see there my edge bevel. And what I noticed was the burr was extremely difficult to remove on this, which is never a good sign. On a well heat treated steel, that burr should pretty much just pop right off, and this one did not. So that was kind of a first clue that it probably wasn't the greatest. As far as the specs on this knife go, it was 18 thousandths behind the edge and 0.10 inch stock. So pretty average in that regard. I did the normal sharpening on this, 18 degrees per side, 200 to 1000 grit diamond stones, and then 16 micron and 4 micron CBN on leather. The edge that came up was sharp, but it really wasn't very crisp. Like I said, it didn't feel like a properly heat-treated steel. It felt really soft, really mushy. Normally when you're sharpening with diamond stones, they feel like they're just kind of skating off of it, especially on something that's properly hardened. They felt like they were really just digging into this steel. So I have a feeling this steel is pretty darn soft. We did the normal stuff, cut cardboard until it could no longer cut computer paper, and the result on this one was 50.71 feet, which is our absolute worst yet. And believe it or not, that is less than the Ozark trail knife that we tested way back at the very beginning of the year, one of the first videos of me testing. So I'm not very impressed with this steel whatsoever. It seemed like it was super soft, heat treated improperly, just all the wrong things were going for this steel. And I don't know if you guys handle a whole lot of case knives, but I get to through our shop. And a whole lot of them come with big burrs on one side of the edge bevel. And it's pretty obvious why then, if all the steels are heat treated this poorly, they're not going to take the time to pop that burr off at the factory if it's going to be that stubborn. It's just, I don't know, disappointing. It's a great brand and everything, and they make great knives, but it seems like their quality control as far as heat treatment and sharpening has gone downhill a lot in recent years. So kind of disappointing for all those guys out there, especially the older guys who are claiming that the case steel is the best stuff out there. Send them to this video, because obviously it's not that great. Actually, it's the worst that I've tested yet. So disappointing, but I'm not really that surprised, to be honest. So if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Subscribe to continue to see more content just like this video here. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.